Greetings, everyone, and welcome to our Community Ganesha Chanting session here on Sunday, September 5th, 2021. My name is Sucharita, for those of you who don't know me, wishing you all a very warm welcome. We are coming to a close with the final few days together where we can chant the mantra that will awaken Ganesha consciousness inside of each and every one of us, of course, through the grace and blessings of Dr. Pillai. We're all called to come together at the level of the soul. So it doesn't matter if you're just joining right now, or if you've been coming and going, or if you've been here since the beginning. It is always something that the divine decides what is right and best for us. So we're in the right place at the right time, thinking, saying and doing the right thing. So we want miracles. We want things to happen instantaneously in our lives. So perhaps that's why you have been drawn to jump into these calls. And if you haven't joined live every call, definitely you can watch the recordings and catch up. If you fast forward to the mantra practice, the chanting practice, then you can listen to it as Dr. Pillai has shared. If you listen to this chant, this Om Gam chant, which are the two sounds that will awaken obstacle removing consciousness inside of us. So we need to get rid of challenges that are no longer serving us. We all need challenge to grow, but if we are held back or tethered to some karmic situation, if you will, regardless if it's finances or health issues or problems with relationships, or if we have mental health issues, if we have physical health issues, these are the kinds of things where we don't know a way out. We're trying our best, but then we need some kind of divine intervention. So Ganesha's birthday is coming up, September 9th, and we're so excited because Dr. Pillai is going to be initiating everyone who joins the fundamentals or the premier program. There's 4 forms of Ganesha, and I'll talk a little bit more about that once we come out of our chanting and meditation session today. So we want to do this for about a half an hour, and then there's going to be about a 5 or 10 minute meditation that is guided by Dr. Pillai. And it's a beautiful musical experience as well. So you can go deeply into your meditation, whether you're chanting out loud, whether you chant internally, whether you do a combination of it, go in and out. We want to experience being in the divine space, these realms where all these different kinds of Ganeshas with the qualities, characteristics that we want him to bestow upon us. So instantaneous manifestation. We want golden consciousness from Haramba Ganapati. And then also we want to experience removal of obstacles, removal of karmas, and help us to enjoy all the fruits of our labor. So many people have been praying, many people have been meditating all these years, and they still can't have a breakthrough. So Ganesha is like, okay, I need to get a Satguru, a guru of truth who knows how to impart that knowledge to anyone who is coming, and also even to the whole world, even if people aren't awake, and even if they're not on a spiritual path, they will experience the divine intervention of Ganesha. So he's first and foremost, and he wants us to experience that, second to none. So if you haven't experienced that in your life, definitely you will feel that energy, and it will also inspire you to go after things that you maybe were afraid of, or you couldn't stand up to challenges in your life. Challenge is good. It means that you're growing. It means that you are expanding your knowledge. You're not just flatline in life, that kind of dead feeling, or you've come to a plateau and you can't have a breakthrough. So Ganesha will say, hey, I'm going to make you say my name and focus on my form, which is an elephant-headed being. He has a pot belly and he rides a mouse. And we'll have an image here that we will be able to gaze at while we are going through the meditation. You can see Dr. Pillai in the altar on the top shelf, and then an image of Ganesha here. And then he has a yantra or sacred geometry that are all landing pads for the secrets of the spiritual realm to be unlocked in the space all around us and in the cosmos. So in the macrocosm. And then the microcosm is a space within us that we can connect to this divine being. So we want to create a divine Wi-Fi connection. And how we do that is chanting the mantra. I think we're at maybe like 3.5 million, although perhaps our friends here can post on to the chat or support. Radha or Arjun can give the actual amount that we are at. We're going for 5 million. So thanks everyone for joining, because the more people that attend, we multiply the 350 chants, Om Gams, that we experience during this half-hour dive deep into our body, mind, and soul and awaken Ganesha consciousness. So we multiply the number of people by the number of chants that we do here, and then we collectively can be adding to that as well, because individually you can be listening to this or chanting to it all day long, or maybe even throughout the night. So please keep track of that, and then we will get to that magical number. And what happens then? Well, let's find out. So without further ado, let's get into it, into a state of receptivity. I'll take you through a bit of a guided meditation, a preparation. It is the holiday weekend, so we're going to have a little less people, although maybe people might join as well. So pop your shout outs to people on social media and say, hey, get here, we need you. And then we can experience that much more than energy and blessings of Ganesha and all the removal of all the obstacles internally and also in our lives, more so than we would on our own individual effort. So coming together as a global community means more energy, more focus, and more blessings. So whether you're watching it live or whether you're going to attend afterwards and watch the recording, you are contributing to that energy, that consciousness coming into the earth plane. All right, so without further ado, I'm going to move away from the camera and I'm going to set you up. So we're going to create a little bit of meditation ambience as well. And you can be gazing at it throughout, or you can close your eyes, go internally, again, chant out loud, chant silently, don't say anything at all, merge with the energy and the blessings, and then we'll see what happens afterwards when you can share your experience on the chat, which we love. Now, Radha and Arjun are here to answer your questions as well if you have any technical issues, or if you have any questions about the program coming up. And then they will let me know, and I will be able to answer those questions for you once we come back from our practice. So without further ado, let's get into it. Lovely. More people are joining. Fabulous. Okay. So you can be closing your eyes or opening your eyes, putting your attention internally. You can be, maybe if you have any thoughts or intuitively you feel like, oh, geez, I feel like I should be gazing at the statue right now. And that's Ganesha calling on you. So you may experience that merging of the energy of the consciousness. So your eyes can be open or closed, and you could think about what you want to manifest. Think about wonderful health, fabulous wealth, beautiful relationships, or anything you want in your life that is not yet there. You can imagine it, but it hasn't manifested. And then once you think of that, or write it down, or share it on the chat if you'd like, then you can just let it go. Imagine Dr. Pillai appearing before you in a form that you're familiar with, or a light, a vast light. And that light embraces you. It draws you in. It soaks up any negative congested energies, diffuses it. Your thoughts become less. Maybe you start to feel your heart beating in your chest. You're connecting with Guru, that dispeller of darkness and ignorance. And you're connecting to your divine self. Now imagine receiving two beams of light in your eyes. Your eyes are filled with light, dispelling the darkness, dispelling whatever it is that you no longer want to see in your life. You're so tired of seeing the challenges, the problems, the issues. You just want it all cleansed away, so receive the light in your eyes. And two beams of light will enter either ear, pierce the eardrums, and get inside the head. And when this light enters the inside of the head, your face starts to tingle, and you feel the heat of the light inside your head. Your brain starts to light up. And then the light enters your nostrils, 2 beams of light move up the nostrils, they shoot up the nostrils. They cleanse the breath. The breath is the prana, the life force energy. A beam of light enters your mouth and pierces the tongue. The tip of the tongue, middle of the tongue, and the back of the tongue light up. The throat lights up. And then a beam of light pierces the forehead. This beam enters the middle of your brain, lighting up the pituitary, the pineal glands, and also the third eye in the subtle body. That's how we connect with the spiritual realm, the portal that opens up inside of our head is going to connect us. Divine Wi-Fi connection. And then finally a beam of light pierces the top of the skull. Feel it tingling your scalp. Maybe your hair on your head starts to stand on end. And the light enters your brain and the neurons fire and you're in an altered state to enjoy the blessings of Dr. Pillai, of Ganesha. Once again, connect with your intention, your prayer. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. The whole body lights up. Embrace the light coming from Dr. Pillai's form. And all the beams of light that have entered your eyes, your ears, your nostrils, your mouth, your tongue, your third eye, your brain, your body. You are the light. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Enjoy the practice and we'll see you in a bit.
Second to none is a divine concept. However, you also can have it. When a human becomes God, he can do miracles. How do you become the divine? In order to have a second to none consciousness. The God who owns the characteristics of second to none is Lord Ganesha. Lord Ganesha is God with great antiquity and worshipped in different galaxies. You put him in your consciousness all the time, then you will have his consciousness. Om Mula Ganapate Namaha. Mula means the original Ganapati. Om Mula Ganapate Namaha. 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 Om Mulganate Namaha. Om Mulganate Namaha. Om Mulganate Namaha. This will get rid of your karma on the one hand, and then acquire his consciousness, which is second to none. Start with Bhavavati. Just engage in Ganesha with the mantra Om Dham, Om Dham. Then you get rid of your karma and then acquire his consciousness, which is second to none. Om Dham, 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 Om Om Dham. 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 Om Om Dham. 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 close your eyes and then listen to this sound Om. Now join me and then focus attention on the sound and it will dispel all the thoughts. If any thoughts come, send Om into those thoughts. The beauty is, it's a secret, that not many people are blessed by Ganesha to know that Om sound will disallow the thoughts. When they come near Om, they will be stopped by Ganesha's sound. Om is Ganesha's sound. So they cannot bombard your mind or the brain. This you can use when you are completely empowered by some stupid thoughts or emotional thoughts. Just sit down and then chant Om, and then the thoughts will stay only in the periphery and will never able to get in. Focus attention on the sound and it will dispel all the thoughts. Om. your attention on the gut feeling. Breathe in with your nostrils and then go to the navel chakra, the gut, and stay there. Don't worry about the breathing. Breathe in and hold that breath there in the navel chakra, because that is where Ganesha lives. Just keep focusing attention. One more time, breathe in and hold that breath there in the navel chakra. Just keep focusing attention. Keep focusing attention. Think of what you want to do. What do you want to do, or what do you want to get? What do you want to accomplish? And pray to Ganesha. Ganesha, give me this consciousness to socialize with the right people. Give me the highest self-esteem so that I can identify myself with you as second to none. Ganesha, give me the ability to manifest instantaneously. Give me this consciousness Ganesha. Ganesha, give me this consciousness This has to be real, 100% real. Keep doing that. Never ever forget it. God bless.
Keep your eyes closed. Whatever has come up for you during these chanting sessions, whether you're joining for the first time or have been joining other sessions, notice the quality or the quantity of your thoughts. If anything negative has come up for you, you can thank the divine for allowing it to be cleared, brought up to the surface and cleared in this space of the practice. Today's a very powerful day. We've just moved from a 14th moon, which is a moon for Ganesha. So he's digging deep into our psyche, into our past lives, the memories that we carry in our body, mind, and soul. So if some thoughts are disturbing in any way, as some people have shared, they're feeling depressed or suicidal. It may be that Ganesha is clearing that out for you. So allow yourself to let it go. We're also coming into a new moon. And new moon represents no mind. Meaning that just like the new moon, you can't see it in the sky. So you'll be able to diffuse the negativity with the help of Ganesha and the divine beings. The new moon represents your ancestors. Perhaps they experienced tremendous challenges in their lifetime, and because we share their genes, their DNA, we may be having thoughts that aren't ours. As Dr. Pillai shares, the genes think. So just as those thoughts come up from deep within your body, mind, and soul, allow the new moon's energy to erase that which is no longer serving you. And if you really need to get help, what you can do spiritually is offer the tarpanam, which is black sesame seed at minimum, and a little bit of water, and pray to the ancestors to be at peace and to bless you. You can add rice powder or white rice grains, cooked or uncooked. Darba grass if you have it. And there are many YouTubes that Dr. Pillai has done, and also here at Pillai Center Practice, the teachers have shared how important it is for you to honor the ancestors. Dr. Pillai says, if anything that is going to take away your stubborn karma, all the negativity in your life, it's going to be the tarpanam. That's the only thing, if anything, the only spiritual tool that will help you to progress, because without the ancestors' blessings, we have to wait for all the fruits of our labor, of all our chanting, our meditation, all our efforts. If we do not receive the blessings from the ancestors, then we just have to wait. Once we get the blessings, then everything happens. You get a giant return on your investment. So that may be Ganesha saying, hey, look, go and pray to the ancestors. And of course, here at Pillai Center, we want to make sure that everyone remains healthy, happy. And if you're challenged, then you need to. You're strongly advised to go and get support from a medical doctor or a therapist, a counselor, maybe from a priest or someone in your community that you trust that will help you, to guide you. Go to the crisis hotline if you're having suicidal thoughts that you cannot resolve. This is a tough time. And so that's why we come and get the blessings of the spiritual master of Dr. Pillai, who can awaken the divine within, so that you go and take the steps that you need to take to remove the suffering in your life. So maybe Ganesha has said, hey, come on, go get the help that you need. So as you're slowly coming back and you're taking that teaching deeply into your body, mind, and soul, you can thank everyone and here for participating, and also our fabulous support team, Arjun, Radha, and anyone who has posted kind messages of support to those people who are struggling. And once again, please do get the support that you need. That may be Ganesha pushing you to do that. But also you can do the Tarpanam and then see how it goes. They both go hand in hand. So thank Dr. Pillai deep within for maybe bringing all the stuff to the surface of your mind. And once it comes to the surface, it can easily be washed away, cleansed away. Allow it to be released on this very powerful time, 14th moon, new moon, for Ganesha's blessings, ancestors' blessings, Dr. Pillai's blessings, for a fresh, clean slate. Make your final prayers of gratitude to yourself for coming and participating in this spiritual cleansing session. And then pray for those who need it the most. Food, clothing, shelter, medicine for everyone, education. This is the highest education. It's the one that is going to awaken your body, mind, and soul to get the help that you need and to do it quickly. So thanks for joining, everyone. This is the end of the session. Just wanted to make sure that you are getting the help that you need. Thanks so much, Radha, for posting the guidelines that I shared verbally here on the chat. And I just want to remind everyone to go and read what Dr. Pillai is going to be initiating everyone into Ganesha consciousness. It's on Pillai Center Academy, and Dr. Pillai is revealing 4 unique forms of Ganesha for 2021. As Dr. Pillai shares this, Ganesha has many forms, and Ganesha is saying, give these to the people. So what is it? Second to none. So it's a divine concept. It's not something like, oh, I want to be first. That's psychologically, but it's divine in a way that you have the highest self-esteem. So negativity, depression, suicidal thoughts, all that kind of challenge to the mind, the body, the soul can be spiritual awakening as well. Because sometimes we have to be totally shocked and then we will take the steps. So it will smash low self-esteem, overcome mediocrity, or that mob mentality that says suffer, 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 and become preeminent, meaning that you are like the king or the queen in your life. in all areas of your life. So that is the Ganesha, second to none Ganesha. Then there's the instantaneous manifestation Ganesha, and he will help you to compress time, manifest faster. So we all know, okay, we want to do something. COVID is like blocking everyone, slowing everything in our life, coming to a full stop even, or delays, or challenges. It just can't, it seems like quicksand. We can't seem to get out of it. So this Ganesha who compresses time is the instantaneous manifestation Ganesha, and he'll help us to manifest faster. He's going to activate that being in the right place at the right time. Then you're thinking and you're saying and you're doing the right thing. It's a miracle, because who would know what to say, what to do? So Ganesha just puts the words in your mouth, makes you to be where you need to be. Boom, the right person is there to help you, to guide you, to do what it is that you need to do out of nowhere. It can be known or unknown. So you will help you to overcome delays and quickly achieve your goals. The third Ganesha is Golden Ganesha. Haramba means gold. It even sounds like, hey, haramba, and getting the gold consciousness. So it's not the gold like the gold bars or gold jewelry. It is the gold consciousness which resonates with all the divine beings. They're golden beings. So how do we connect with them? Is through this Golden Ganesha to manifest the golden age reality. So the reality can be, oh my goodness, I'm looking at my bank account and it is what it is. And then you're looking at relationships, bickering, fighting, or super fabulous, and why can't everybody be as happy as me? Or it can be your health or well-being, mental health, physical health, spiritually. You can be having a dark night of the soul. So sometimes we can mix up suicidal thoughts or really depressed thoughts. You're so stuck. You're feeling dark, like a dark cloud is hanging over you. It can be that you need to bring more light, and who's going to bring that is Haramba, going to awaken the golden consciousness to attract extraordinary prosperity and experience the divine mind. So Haramba, Golden Ganesha is the third Ganesha. The fourth Ganesha is New Genius Ganesha. So this is new. This is something like, what? I thought Einstein was the only genius. And all the other guys or gals who invented things that helped the whole world. So how can we become genius in our life? So we have to understand the secret connection between numbers and money, enhance the number intelligence and intuition, and develop genius intelligence around money. Why money? Because we need a roof over our head. We need to pay our bills. We need clothes. We need food. We need shelter. We need medicine. All of that costs money. So this is how it is at this point in our evolution here on the earth plane. So why is it? Maybe that's the wrong question to ask. Maybe the better question is, how do I get more? So that I can have enough for myself and help others in need. So it's all about the numbers, and Dr. Pillai is going to awaken that numbers consciousness, that genius consciousness inside of each and every one of us. So those are the four Ganeshas that are coming to the earth plane now. And how do we know? Well, you can join the initiation through the Fire Lab, and also, so that's the fundamentals program that you can read about on Pillai Center. And I'm sure that the link is below here on the video. And as well, Radha has been posting it to the chat to remind everyone, please read it. Even if you think, oh my gosh, I cannot afford to do it, read it, because knowledge is power. And what happens to people is that Ganesha says, oh, you're so interested in me and you can't afford it, I will give it to you. And that's what happened to me. Money came out of nowhere. So I was so happy to be able to join the program, the premier program, where all the Ganeshas will be initiated. You will be initiated into the Ganeshas, and then you will have them forever. But this year, you will see them all doing the miracles in your life. So how do we know that our life is changing? You got to call on these Ganeshas, and Dr. Pillai will initiate you into the secret sounds that will unlock that connection to the divine. Right now, it's a locked door. There's secrets. It's in a lockbox or a treasure chest. And we need to know the combination. We need to get the key. So Dr. Pillai is going to awaken that inside of us to go after it. So people will say, oh, no, I don't believe in it, or I don't think, okay, fine. But your year ahead will be unlike any other year. All the doors will open. And we all know, those of us who have been around Dr. Pillai for many, many years, at least for me, 25 years, and I cannot miss one Ganesha birthday, because every birthday is a birth of that consciousness, that being inside of me, inside of the cosmos, that makes the miracles to happen in my life. And I don't even have to do too much, just show up. So you're all invited. And I know that if you really, really, with your heart, your body, your mind, your soul, want to be in the program, Ganesha will find a way. So Swati is saying, Sutrita, I saw a trunk while I meditate. What does that mean? That's Ganesha. So you may experience visions during your meditation, during your chants, parts of Ganesha, his trunk, his ears, his eyes, his whole body. You might experience that you become Ganesha. All of a sudden you feel expansive and your ears grow, or you feel the trunk coming out of your face, or you might feel your belly getting bigger. Now that doesn't mean that you should go and eat lots of food so your belly grows. You might have belly laughter. You might feel your intuition, that gut feeling, that knowing, oh, this is what I need to do next. Because that's what Ganesha is going to do. He's going to tell you what you need to do, and how he will know you're connecting with him is you show up, you do this. Even after this meditation or this chanting practice, you can go and listen to it again, and listen to it at night on low volume, or put your earbuds in and go and drift off to sleep with Ganesha and tell him, go create inside of me, inside of my guts. That's the creative chakra, the navel center, also the sixth center. And the Muladhara, the root chakra. So the root chakra, the navel center, the sex center, that's where Ganesha is. That's where creation is. It's not in our head. It's deep inside of our belly. And we just are in joy. We're laughing when we create something. So Ganesha will help you to do that. He may show you, and he may say, hey, I see you and I want you to see me too. And as many people have shared, I'm starting to see elephants everywhere. You might see them on your kid's lunchbox, or you might see them in the store, on somebody's car. A sticker might be there. Swami Nivali was sharing that she saw a Ganesha at a pizza shop. So you never know. Or you might turn on a show and there are elephants. So why the elephant? The elephant has a very special power to remove suffering. And it happens that the elephant has von economo neurons that get lit up. And an elephant has a huge head. So you can imagine the size of that brain. And so in the anterior cingulate cortex, which is part of the brain, front part of the brain, it has these neurons called the von economo neurons that fire up. And what do? They make you to be super intelligent. and have the highest compassion for yourself and for others, remove suffering. So when that gets fired up inside of you with Ganesha's blessings, then you will have the most mercy, the most highest intelligence. And with that, it will guide you to be in the right place at the right time. And you're going to think those thoughts about yourself, high self-esteem. You're not going to beat yourself up, feel guilty, upset, frustrated, depressed, suicidal. That will get crushed by the elephant bond economo neurons, which we also have, but because our head is not so big as an elephant, maybe we haven't activated that. But with Ganesha's blessings, he may set your bond economo neurons on fire. And then you'll be fired up, you'll be lit up, and then you will be compassionate for yourself and others. And with that, there is divine intervention or providence sets in, mercy of the Lord. And then you become second to none. You become the first. Hey, I need help. I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait in line. So Ganesha might show or reveal himself to you. Maybe you'll see a stuffed animal. It's interesting. I have a little puppy, and my little puppy has many toys, many stuffies. And lately she's been playing with the little elephant. So I'm like, okay, Ganesha, I get it. So he's for real. And when you have a vision or you see him in the real life, through those different images, then you will know, okay, I'm on the right track and I am going to receive the blessing. Somehow my life is going to have divine intervention and turn things around. So the fact that you're here, you have divine intervention. That's the highest intelligence. That's super intelligence. And then with Dr. Pillai, awakening Om, omniscience, omnipotence, omnipresence, all knowing, all powerful and present everywhere. That is what Om is. Om is God. So Ganesha awakens that. That's why he's the first. Any God will not get going and give you blessings until Ganesha gets propitiated first, honored first. So whereas Ganesha is in us, and he wants us to have everything instantaneously. That's why he's going to bypass the head. He's in your guts. He's creating that miracle for you. Your gut feeling, knowing, okay, turn here, do this now. When we don't listen to our gut, what happens? It could be a good thing, but it also could be that, hey, oh man, I should have listened to my gut. That bad thing didn't happen or wouldn't have happened. Or if it's a good thing, then I'm glad I listened to my gut. So that's creation. You're creating your reality with this super consciousness. So yes, you're very welcome, Sparky-moto. So I'm just gonna roll up the chat and see what else. Lots of gratitude. And that's what Ganesha loves. He wants you to be grateful that you brought yourself here, that you're praying for yourself and praying for others. And collectively, we're going to raise the roof so that Ganesha can come into the world. So we're going to burst through another layer of consciousness that is blocking us from connecting with Ganesha. And he's going to dispel all that suffering, bringing in compassion, bringing in mercy, bringing in miracles. So lots of people have been sharing their experiences, sharing their gratitude to Dr. Pillai. If you have dreams about Ganesha, you might say, oh, wow, what does that dream mean? Go and look it up online. So you can dream, Ganesha consciousness means he's going to talk to you and he's going to say, go do this now. Or we'll show you something in your life, but you go do it. So he will make you to take action. That's how you remove obstacles. You have to push through it. So you know the obstacle is there. You can't get around it. You can't get over it. You can't get through it. So you call on Ganesha. He says, okay, psst, come over here. Go this way. Go do this thing. Talk to this person. And then he will give you the courage, the strength. And he will also be waking that consciousness inside of you that is the most compassionate. So you will go get help that you need instead of feeling like you're unworthy of it. Or you might say, oh, it doesn't bother me. I'm good. You'll be in denial. He will crush denial. He will crush poverty consciousness. So that's Ganesha. All right, everyone. It looks like we're coming to the top of the hour, and I could go on, but I think I gotta wrap it up. And I will see you in another day after tomorrow. I think Donna Devi is going to do the call tomorrow. Then I will be with you again before we wrap up. And also, I believe Padmaji is going to be here. So thanks to all the teachers, Somini Vali, and also Radha, Arjun again, the whole team. It takes a village. It takes a village, right? It's not just a saying. It is. All the right people come together and support everyone who is coming here to receive the most out of each session that Dr. Pillai can give. He's pouring the grace, but we have to open the space and open our consciousness and soak it up. So I hope that you have been enjoying. We have Lalita Brahi, is also one of the teachers who's helping out. So hope you have been enjoying. Please do watch the recordings of calls that you may have missed. You can fast forward it right to the meditation or chanting practice. And then you've gotten that energy of that day. Just like today has a special energy. So you may not want to make big decisions around the 14th moon, the new moon, the first and second moon. Dr. Pillai shares that around a new moon and a full moon, 2 days before, the day of, and a couple of days after, don't make any big decisions because you're going to be confused a little bit. This tremendous amount of energy. And why the moon? Because it impacts the mind. So we want to have a clear mind so that we can think clearly. We can make good decisions once we see everything clearly. That's what it is. So trust in that. Enjoy the chanting. Spend this time in deep, deep communion. What is communion? Communication with the divine inside of you, and also Ganesha's consciousness coming into the earth plane is beaming in from the cosmos. It is beaming. And again, if you need extra support, please, please, please go and get that support, either through your medical doctor or psychologist or a therapist or some trusted person in your life, maybe a family member or maybe someone at the church or the temple that has your best interest in mind and heart and will help to guide you as you need it. So we don't want to just do our spiritual practices and hope it all works out. Our spiritual practices kind of push our buttons to go and get the help that we need, whether that is psychological, mental, emotional, spiritual. It could also be financial help. God knows we get so depressed when we see our bank account, oh my God, and all the challenges and all the rejections for the loans that we apply for, mortgage, or oh my God, the anxiety we have around not having enough, poverty consciousness. Ganesha will remove the obstacles, but you've also got to go and get financial advice. So we encourage everyone, get the advice that you need from a professional. And then your spiritual practices will explode and you will see the money miracles happen. Relationship issues, health issues, and so on. Get professional advice if you really, really need it. All right. So God bless you all. Thanks again to our fabulous team and to all the teachers and to Dr. Pillai to make sure that you come tomorrow. Fill it up. We've only got a couple more days to go and keep chanting the mantra. I don't know what our count is, but I think we're going to get close to that 5 million, if not surpass it. So please, please, please invite your friends to jump on And also the numbers go up too with the views that we have on the YouTube even afterwards. So we're going to go for that magic number and see what happens in our lives with the grace and blessings of Dr. Pillai. So God bless you all. Have an amazing rest of your day or your evening. Keep chanting to Ganesha. Keep calling on Dr. Pillai to always remind you that he's got you. And you're in the right place at the right time. You're thinking, saying, and doing the right thing. So namaste, everyone, and we'll see you soon.